I'm Jake Trotter, joined by Berry Tramel at the OPubco Studios on the Dodge Sports Desk. We're here to talk about Southern California losing to Oregon State Thursday night and the potential impact that has on the Sooners. Barry, your thoughts?
Well, I think it impacts Oklahoma in a pretty good way and most of college football, because I think most of us thought USC had the best chance of running the table and was not likely to lose one of the top two spots in the BCS. So, I mean, I think it opens up a lot of spots for Big 12 champion, SEC champion, but not just those guys. Look at the Big Ten, Penn State, Wisconsin. Look at Wisconsin's remaining road games. Toughest road game they have left is Michigan State. So
they get Penn State and Ohio State at home.
So a school like that, hey, fired up at USC losing.
Doesn't it likely come down though to at least the first choice would be the Big 12 champ and the SEC champ, and that what we're kind of looking at with all the teams that are in the top 10 from those two conferences?
Oh, sure. I think that we've been debating for 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, what's going to happen if the Big 12, SEC, both unbeaten, and USC, who's going to get left out? Well, I think the debate now shifts to what happens if the Big 12 or SEC champ has one loss and you've got an unbeaten from a Big Ten or Wake Forest or South Florida or something like that. That's the thing to take a look at down the road. So what I think USC did last night is I think USC went from having the advantage on the Big 12 or SEC champ if all three were unbeaten. Now if all three are, say, one loss, let's say an Oklahoma and a Georgia or a Missouri and an LSU have one loss, with a one-loss USC, I think USC now is probably the team on the outside looking in.
Massive disadvantage. What is their comeback game going to be? Who do they play left that's going to make an impact on a national scale?
Maybe Notre Dame.
Notre Dame better win a lot of games.
If they get Charlie Weiss to win a lot of games, fire up that laptop and win a lot of games. You're right. USC went from the mountaintop and to sliding pretty far down the hill. So, I mean, to me, it was a great day for the Big 12, the SEC, and like we said, the Big Ten and those other conferences.
Sooners tomorrow play TCU, a team that's ranked 24th in the AP poll, a team that potentially could be a quality win for the Sooners when you look at the Mountain West Conference. I mean, if TCU goes on, and let's say the Sooners are fortunate enough to beat the Horned Frogs on Saturday, if they go on and beat BYU in Fort Worth and maybe beat Utah too, you're looking at a top 15 BCS team easily.
Be a very nice win for the Sooners. Of course, this year, I don't think anybody in the Big 12 has to worry too much about non-conference wins because the league is going to be so tough. If the Sooners can run the table, they're going to have Texas Tech, they're going to have beaten Kansas, they're going to have beaten Texas. Then get probably Missouri in the Big 12 title game. It's the same in the SEC. It's going to be difficult to keep out a 0 or 1 loss team that survives the Big 12 or the SEC. Because I mean, you mentioned Georgia, Alabama. For crying out loud, the SEC has a heavyweight championship fight every Saturday. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be fun, and USC just made it a lot more interesting and a lot more open for everybody else.
Could start to look a lot like last year. Every time we analyze something, it's different the following weekend.
Well, that's the key. We're way too far ahead of ourselves. Yeah. I mean, look how much it changed after Thanksgiving last year.
Right.
Much less, here we haven't even hit October 1st. But USC, what this to me does is a warning to everybody. Beware of road games. Don't bank on any road victory. Every road, when OU goes to Baylor, when OU goes to College Station, when OU goes to Stillwater, none of those are gimmies. Strange things happen on the road.
Everybody's talking about the OU Texas game being between two top 5 teams. Texas has a game before OU that's really scary for the Longhorns, in my opinion. They go up to Boulder, and we remember the last time a team before the OU Texas game went up to Boulder.
Yeah, that's a very good game, and I tell you, I think the Big 12's fraught with that. I was looking at Oklahoma State's schedule. You know who they've got on road games left? They've got Texas, Texas Tech, Missouri, and Colorado.
Unbelievable.
I mean, every road game they've left is an unbeaten. So, the team that can win the most on the road is going to play in the national championship game.
All right, thanks, Barry. Thanks for watching the Dodge OU Update. For Berry Tramel, I'm Jake Trotter. Keep watching NewsOK.tv.